Welcome back to the Great Southern Billiard Tour Carolina Open. We're here at Fast Eddie's in Goldsboro, North Carolina. I'm J.R. Calvert, and joining me here in the booth is Rodney Strickland. Rodney, welcome.
It's good to be here. Got a lot of great matches going on tonight. 8-ball and 9-ball. And both these guys are in both events, as JR said earlier. Looks like Larry's going to break first.
Lucas is in the blue shirt, and Larry's in the red and black. But I will say, I think Larry has been playing about as good as somebody can play this whole weekend.
And the only match he has lost, period, in 8-ball or 9-ball was just to B.J. Ustry earlier. And watching Larry play, you would have never guessed that he lost that match if you just watched the racks that he broke.
I believe it.
Larry's a world-class player, and you expect nothing less.
Well, let's see this 7-ball go in, or the 1. He missed both. And he might not have seen that Kerry Dunn did reposition the rack the last time. Wow. And things are a little bit different nowadays.
He missed that. Lucas look and see if that 2-ball will go. He's playing position like it does go.
Yeah, he came down like it has a full pocket. Now he's just trying to figure out the angle that he wants.
He must have a half pocket, because there's no way he can have a full pocket, I don't think.
It looked like he set it right in the center.
Yep. I might just roll this up. There you go, and then come straight back across.
I really like Lucas's game.
I've only seen him play about 1 or 2 matches this weekend.
He's been one of our biggest followers in the lounge when we were putting the video up in the lounge.
A little hard on that. Might have been a little adrenaline. I'm not sure. Has he played on the TV table much this week?
If he did, he only played once, to tell you the truth. It's all a big blur. No, I don't think this can go. I predict that this is not going to be the only meeting of these two gentlemen tonight.
Larry, that was kind of a sloppy shot by Larry, I think. He's like kind of just got right down the ball. And
Celebrity, you need a celebrity fill-in. I'll commentate the job.
Chris Turner's dropped by the booth.
The winner of a Larry Nevel cue ball.
How many watches y'all got?
I'm not sure how many viewers are on now.
Well, earlier we had 850, 900, but we passed our. We were over 90,000 viewers for that one session.
What match?
There's a few matches.
And Lucas made a mistake and scratched it inside there, and has given Larry a nice opportunity at the table here. He could come back across and shoot the 7 in the top left corner. Or it looks like he's setting up for the combination. Similar to the combination that BJ shot earlier. And he's going to get down perfect. Good ball speed there. And that'll be game 1 going to Larry. Lucas coming up for his first break.
Dustin Wiley, you here? Dustin Wiley, if you're here, would you come back and turn for this, please?
I'd imagine that Lucas has a good break.
Well, he
Make
didn't
it
make
this far in the tournament.
Yes. Everybody this far in tournament has broke good, I think. In fact, I would say at least half the field were breaking good. Okay, he's going to break from the same side Larry broke from. He's breaking a little more toward the break box. He hit him square. Didn't get a good result from it. But he has hit the 1. And the 1 is tied up. Larry just push down here to the end rail. And leave what I call a thin safe, where you just thin the 1. It's going to run into the 5, not go anywhere, and send the cue ball back up table.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if Lucas lets this go. I think it's one of the first interactions with any object ball that you learned is something like this. You hit the 1 straight at the 5, and it pretty much stays there. Hit a little bit thick, and you might even freeze it on the rail. Wow, that one really took off on him.
It's almost like he may have been trying to play the combo. I can't see him doing that. Well, Larry can see a piece of the 1 here. And he did hide it. Let's see if Lucas kicks at the ball or he decides to jump the ball. Looks like he's looking at the kick shot. Maybe come 2 rails underneath the 1 and kick it back up table. He has made the 5. Cue ball come around the table, made the 5, but not rewarded for that. He might have a possible safe here behind the 2. Put the cue ball behind the 2. And that's what he's done.
There's not a lot of kick opportunities here except for 2 rails or 3 rails, so Larry's going to walk over to that immediately.
3 rails and scratches. Hit the backside of the 1 off that 3rd rail. So he's going to roll a 2 in the side, just kind of roll up for the 3 a little bit. I mean, sorry, roll 1 in the side for the 2. Should just stop shot on the 2. Maybe he may draw this ball back to get a better angle to get on the 4. He can make this ball and just back it up about a foot.
Back it up? Yeah. I'd draw it back about a foot, you'd be fine. Quite a loud crowd here tonight. What do you think?
Sunday night crowd. They're having a good time.
Yeah, they are.
Everybody just blowing it out before I had to go back to work on Monday. And he's going to be perfect. Draw it back a hair, shoot the 7 inside. And you just roll the 7 in, roll it up a hair, and easy out from here.
Easy peasy.
Easy game. It's an easy game.
Doesn't get much easier than that, does it?
I think I could even get out from there. 8 out of 10 times anyway. Might miscue. And back and forth the first 2 games, 1 game apiece. Larry has switched sides.
Larry has switched sides on the break.
And made the corner ball.
But the 1 ball caught that point and went straight down table. He might have been straight in on it.
Mm-hmm. That's kind of what these players are playing for that 1 ball to come back up table. And with the 2 being in the back of the rack, the 2 ball a lot of times comes off this back rail and goes back up table. So they're drawing the cue ball just a hair to get it back to the head string. So one of those 2 balls are down there. They're either doing that or stopping it in the center of the table.
Mm-hmm. He can nick the side of this is what it looks like.
Oh, he hit that ball good.
Yeah, he did.
I can't tell if there's an alley in there or not.
It looks like he could try and jump this ball, but
I'd play
his
rail
7
first.
looks to be more in the way first.
I think he's got a natural rail first here. He's looking to see if he has room to hit it.
I really don't think he does.
Always jump the 1 off the table. Come down with a little too much velocity on that. Making sure he got over to 2 and the 7. That'll give Larry a ball in hand. It looks like he's going to play that 2 off the 5 to get the 5 off the rail, off the point there. And it's going to get on the 9, but it's still makeable now. And just probably draw this out. And right back in line for the out. Now it's Lucas's turn to break. 2-1 Larry. So far, neither one of them are giving too much. Both seem to be playing solid.
They do look to be playing a solid game. Things have been a little bit funny. They've been posed where with some small problems to deal with.
Yeah, we haven't really seen either one of them get into the groove of breaking and running out right now. Of course, it's still way early in this match. They're just getting warmed up.
Mm-hmm.
They've been playing all day, but they're just getting warmed up. He got an unfortunate kick there that kicked him behind the 9. He made a corner ball. And he's going to have to push out here.
Now I like this push. He's going to push down into the corner. There is a cut shot here. And I think there's a lot of traffic, but if he gets on the traffic and runs into it, he could end up with a shot on the 2. It's not unheard of.
Now yeah, that's a lot of traffic to deal with, I think. I like just thin the ball coming 2 railing out of the corner here. He hasn't left anything easy.
Is that bank 9? Is it going to stiff up and go back in the corner where he's at?
I don't think Larry wants to find
I don't
out.
think he wants to do that. You know, if you want to fram and you just want to have some fun, sure. Now he can bend his ball and hit the left side of the 1, bank the 1 up towards, well, in between the 2 and the 8, and have the cue go back up into the 8.
Well, Larry seems to know he knows what to do here. That's what he wants to do. And the safety battle continues here. And again, I think he can see a piece of the 1. See the right side of the 1 and bring it back up. Well, he has double kissed it by accident. I suspect Larry's just going to cut this in and come back up table somewhere around where the 7 ball's at.
You know, the way things are going, there's a couple of safeties here, but this might be the best shot that he's going to get in a while.
Oh,
Good trap by Larry.
3-railed it behind the 4-9.
Waiting forever to play.
If you do get a shot to get from the 3 to a shot on the 4, gets a little tricky. Ideally, you want to be somewhere almost in between the 2 and the 7. Let's see what Lucas comes up with here on this kick shot. Looks like he's going to jump it. I think he's going for the jump cue.
Well, I like kicking at this ball because you can get to the bottom rail and hit this ball full in the face and pretty much guarantee it's going into traffic. And a lot of funny things can happen once it goes into traffic.
Wow. He jumped the ball, made it 3, and scratched. Well, and now Larry can get perfect on that 4. Now the 3's off the table.
It looks like that has room. He's a little short here. Oh. He hit that with pretty darn good speed. Well, he has his choice to go 1 rail onto the 8, of course, but which angle he wants might be right where he's at right there, just so he can flop down 2 rails and run straight towards the 8. Just like that. Larry Nevel has changed his breakup a little bit on this. Now, the set earlier, Kerry Dunn had tapped the balls in game 1 when B.J. Ussery wasn't noticing. And the table had been figured out. B.J. and Larry had a great set where they had figured out the break and they figured out how to rack the balls and everything. And that all changed last set when Kerry Dunn tapped in the balls.
So now it's breaking from the other side.
Now it's breaking from the other side. And watch the 4-ball and the 1.
And 4-ball went in the corner. 3-ball. And he's got a shot.
He's got a shot. He can actually kill this ball and even run around or in front of the 8.
Mm-hmm.
This is a little funky. That's not what I expected. He is going to run this 2-ball the same way he just ran the 1 back and forth. A slightly inside ball. And he's missed. Well, we have some good followers, both in person and online. We want to thank everybody that drops by the booth and says hello and thanks us for doing the shows and compliments us on our commentary. By all means, we appreciate it. We thank everybody out in the show, too. I mean, it's your participation that makes these free streams possible. I didn't expect a miss like that from Lucas.
You don't think I was shortening by changing camera views, do you?
You might, you might have. Every now and then, you got to admit it's you. Got to admit it, Rodney.
Well, if he misses me, he's really looking for an excuse.
Oh. Just kidding.
Larry was shooting the lights out.
But he is going to go up 4-1.
You can see in the background some of the sponsors of the Great Southern Billiard Tour. Mike Davis Exterminating, Nick Varner Accusing Cases, your Tiger products. And we also have some sponsors with Inside Pool that's helping us produce this stream.
We got Fury Qs, QSite.com for all your online billiard needs, Milliken Super Pro Cloth, and last but not least, Kamui Tips. They're the ones that are giving away the vouchers for a $20 Kamui tip. Take that and get it to an installer, an authorized installer, and get a free Kamui tip. You get one of those by subscribing to one of our regular 1-year subscriptions for the U.S. or a 2-year that's discounted at $27.99, so you save about $30 there.
And he has missed the corner and the 1-ball. Looks like Larry's looking at cutting that one on the side past the 3. But where's the cue ball?
Well, he's going to try and drop to the bottom rail, it looks like. If He does that
Is
shot.
he going to run into two or go around it?
Well, that look says it all.
And that looks like a mistake that I made earlier in this tournament a couple of times, where you're worried more about where the cue ball is going than the making of the ball. And you don't see Larry make that mistake often. That's why he was so frustrated. I don't see no problems till maybe the 5 to the 6. And the 6 may go in the side.
Well, with the 6, what I'd look at doing is getting a angle to the rail on the 5 and dropping straight over just a hair above the 8.
He's going to roll up, shoot the 4 in the side.
I think that's the right shot. He wants to get an angle slightly down table so that he can keep a nice angle to the rail on the 5. Okay. Pretty good position here.
Yeah, now to get an angle you were talking about, he can just roll this forward just a hair. And I get him an angle on the 5 so he can drop back, like you said, just above the 8 there. And he might have a choice of shooting it in the side or in the corner.
Exactly. I think a lot of the shots on this table, that's a corner shot. And he's perfect.
Well, most times on the big tables, you want to play position for the corners, and on bar tables, you try to play position for the sides more. Well, that's how if he does want to shoot in the side, he's straight in the side.
He could certainly do so.
Well, what kind of angle is that going to leave him on the 7?
That's what he's looking at right now. It's like you've got an earpiece in his ear, ear.
Don't tell anybody. Of course, if he's going to have an earpiece in his ear, it wouldn't be me speaking to him.
Well, I'll be honest. I have to go below the line to the hole. So I go down to the corner here with low left. That way when I make the 7, I go to the side rail and back. Well,
it's like he might draw it straight back now.
He had more of that side pocket than what we thought, because he could draw that ball.
Got a little sloppy, and wow.
Right now is when we wish.
Gotta resettle here. Well, he's not leaving anything easy for himself here.
No, he's not. I mean, I'm surprised that he made the 7, obviously. And that he's this poor on the 9.
Oh, you took care of business anyway. That's the important thing. Just settle down. Don't feel guilty, because it may happen against you just as easy as it does for you.
Exactly. Let's see if Larry gets this 4-ball again. I think he's over here because the corner ball's going.
Yeah. And there it goes. Wow, almost made it 9. In a pocket that would count in.
Now look at this. 2 balls kind of hanging, and the 1 ball, he might be able to cut it in. No, he's going to have to bank it if he wants to do anything.
Well, that's what he's looking at doing. Great view here.
And guess what? Your reward is another bank shot. And if you know Larry, he's going to 4-stroke this and bank at it. And pow.
Just like that.
Just like that. Right now is where Larry is a little bit not liking the game, and he's going to try and beat the game right now. He's struggling.
I think he got a little lucky there. Luke's going to have to spin this ball in. Spin around the 6. Because I don't think he can get rail first. If he gets rail first, he'll have to mass 8 around. Problem with spinning this ball in is hope you don't get hooked behind the 6. Or he hit it thin enough. But he's got another funny angle.
Now, I don't think that the 5 goes off the 9. Looks like it's just a little bit bad. Like we're going to see it go to the bottom rail.
I think the 5 goes, but I don't know if he wants to shoot it.
Well, he's looking at sticking him on the 9 somehow.
Just put some distance, which I don't think that'll work with Larry.
Well, if you notice, Larry jumped in there before he could even get out of the shot. So I think that it's pretty much Larry liked that shot. And he speared it right in and said, "Thanks for the gumball, Mickey."
And that will do it for this rack. Just put Larry up 5-2. I think it's real crucial right here that Lucas needs to do something here in the next rack or two.